We're all superheroes at heart.
Hello and welcome to my CGC unboxing video number 41. So this is pretty exciting box because it's all vintage, pre-1975 books, and some of these books have been away for a long time, being pressed and so on. So it's probably a year or two of collecting books here, and now finally back from CGC. So let's get into it and see what we got. So the first book here is Batman 154 from 1963. It's a Sheldon Moldoff cover. Although, interestingly enough, that's how CGC label it. But the cover itself is signed by Bob Kane. So perhaps CGC are wrong about this one. I'll do some research later. But that's a great cover from 1963, 5.0. This one is Amazing Spider-Man Annual number 6 from 1969. This is considered a key by most people, but not by CGC. The Return of the Sinister Six, perhaps. I have to check later. You'll see it in the notes. And it's a 4.5. It's a great cover, though, with all of them there taking on Spidey. Next is a classic Spider-Man John Romita cover, Amazing Spider-Man 100, and it's a 4.0, and what a great iconic cover that is. Next book is also Amazing Spider-Man. This is number 21. And I had two minds about whether to grade this because I knew it was fairly low grade. But I thought I would go ahead because it's such an early Spider-Man from 1961. And it's a 3.0. Now we've got a couple of more unusual books. This is Death Rattle number 1 from 1972. It's CGC have done a funny job with the way that they've put this inside the case, but it's a great iconic cover, 5.5. Here's a Golden Age book from 1952. L.B. Cole cover. Terrors of the Jungle in a 2.0. Here's another Golden Age book. This is Amazing Adventures number 1 with Alex Schomburg, Wally Wood, and others' art. There is some thrilling science fiction tales in Amazing Adventures number 1, 2.5. Now this book's got a green qualified label because the centerfold is missing. Dopey Duck Comics number 1 in a 3.5 green label with the centerfold missing. I didn't know this book was meant to have a centerfold, so I didn't know it was missing. So there's that. Here is another unusual book. First appearance of Daisy. Daisy's Diary from 1962 in a 4.5. Here we've got a 4138 Stanley Story, Jack Kirby cover and art. First appearance of Ogre. And I knew this was a bit better grade, and indeed it has come back with an 8.5. So that's not a bad grade for a 1967 comic. Here we have another book and another green label. Again for a centerfold missing. Star Trek number 9. And it's a 5.0. And I thought this might do better in the clean and press, but you know, there's a crease there with color breaking which can't be fixed in a press anyway, so it seems about the right grade. Now here's an unusual book. The Avengers number 1, but it's not the Avengers you might be thinking about. This is from the British television show of the same name. So John Steed and Emma Peel, The Avengers number 1. Now this one is Captain Action number 3. There's nothing special about this book. I just like this cover very much, and I knew it was very fine to near mint or very fine. So it's an 8.0 for Captain Action number 3, and I hope you like that cover as much as I do. Next is Fantastic Four number 45. Now this is a key. It is the first appearance of Lockjaw and the Inhumans. And it's only a 3.5. I haven't seen that book since I bought it. This is Sabrina the Teenage Witch number 1 from 1971. Now CGC don't mark this down as a key, but this is either her first solo or maybe her first appearance. I'll have to check. You'll see it in the notes. But anyway, there it is. 4.5, Sabrina the Teenage Witch. Now here is a great book, albeit low grade. It's Tip Top Comics 186. It's a very early Peanuts appearance and cover. And there he is in a 2.5. I actually thought this was a 1.5, so 2.5 is not bad. Right, next we've got Strange Tales number 69 from 1959. Stanley story, Ditko, Jack Kirby, cover and art, and so on. And here it is in 4.5. Next we've got Detective Comics 407. This is a Neil Adams cover and Man-Bat appearance, and in that pose that I like. I think that's maybe the third one in this box. Here's another unusual book. Top Cat number 1 from 1961 and a 3.0. Next is X-Men number 56, Neil Adams cover, first appearance of the living monolith, in a 7.0. Here is Josie and the Pussycats number 46. Now CGC don't mark this, but this is because they don't mark these kinds of things. But this is the first cover appearance of the actual band, with the first appearance in 45, or the change of the title in 45 from Josie to Josie and the Pussycats. So there it is in the 4.0. And here is Giant Sized Creatures number 1. Now this is origin and first appearance of Tiger, which was before Cat. And it's a 7.5. Here is Amazing Spider-Man number 46 from 1967. Origin and first appearance of the Shocker. And Peter Parker moves into an apartment with Harry Osborn in 4.5. I thought this was a higher grade, but I was going off a photo. This is Conan the Barbarian number 24. It's the first full appearance of Red Sonja, but it's only a 3.5. I thought it was better than that. And the last one today, let's finish off with something pretty special. Mysterious Adventures number 13 from 1953. A Dick Beck cover with hanging panels and a skull cover. And that's it. There's another box on the way. It's a very small box. I think 5 books. There's one more bigger box waiting, and then there's a break. I'm going to be having a break for a while because CGC are going to open an office in Japan, so I might wait until I can submit directly in Japan. Depends on pricing and things like that. So thanks very much for watching all the way to the end, and see you next week for the next one.